Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 10th. We are going to jump right in here. You have this Oracle's gift card. I mean, of course, you're a Pisces, so yes. And you also have this storyteller card. And the storyteller card is about the story that you tell yourself. So I feel, and very good cards here. So I feel that you need to tell the good story about your life that you want to live, so that you can, live a good life, right? And I also feel we are in a very intuitive time. So I would definitely be trusting your intuition right now. I would be trusting your feelings as well. The King of Cups is really all about your feelings and your emotions. So, again, your intuition could be coming in like the form of emotions, and I would be listening to those intuitive messages. You start with the Ten of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. I kind of feel like you're getting to the end of a long journey that you've been on, which kind of makes sense based off your astrology. How funny is this? You have 555 in your last row. Now, the last row is the row of the good stuff, so those would normally be challenging cards, but that could actually be very good, those three cards there. 555 is a big transformation or change number. You have the Temperance card showing up here as well, so I feel that there could be some sort of change coming in for you. It looks to me like you're coming out of the cold. So, if you've been putting a lot of work in behind the scenes and you've been trying to, socialize or meet people, then I feel a lot of you could be coming out of the cold with this energy. It's almost like you're at the end of a journey, really, which the Ten of Wands kind of represents. Like, yeah, he's burdened, but he's about to reach his home here. And he is about to release his burden, so he's almost done with all the difficulties and challenges. He just has to keep going. You have the Two of Cups. We do see a little bit of love here. I mean, you have the King and Queen of Pentacles, their divine counterparts. So, and you have the Four of Wands. Usually King and Queen of Pentacles are pretty good as far as divine counterparts are concerned, because they are like two people who really want to make things work. They're two people who want to build something stable. They both kind of represent stability. The Two of Cups is usually a person who is different than your usual type. I don't know. Every single person that I've read for since probably like 2022, somewhere around there, has had the Two of Cups for love. So I just feel like people are kind of like attracting different types of people at this time. It just seems to be like a collective energy. Now, with that Oracle's gift card, the Two of Cups says, like, do not doubt the messages that are entering into your head. The Two of Cups is you and your higher self as well. And so clearly you are in a time where your higher self is communicating with you. And, again, I don't like to predict things like this, but, the other day before the first plane crash we had, I literally said on a live that I'm not flying this year. And it was just kind of like an intuition that popped into my head, right? So I don't think we should live in paranoia or fear, but interesting that I said that the other day on a live, and literally that day later on, the first crash happened. So again, I would be really listening to those messages that you are receiving. You never know. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory or a big success coming in for you. The Ace of Swords with that storyteller card is like saying to me that you need to live your truth more. I still feel like, having the North Node in your sign, you have to think about this from like a karma perspective, I feel, Pisces. It's like your old karma, sure, maybe it is like self-sacrifice, doing things that you don't want to do, but maybe for the greater good, right? And things like that. I feel like there are just like little things maybe that Pisces is doing that Pisces doesn't want to do. And I'm speaking generally, but it literally could be anything, right? And I feel you have two choices. You can make things better, right? You just, sometimes I think we don't want to do something and we don't enjoy it anymore, but there are things we can do to make it enjoyable. So we just have to transform it in some way. You have the Temperance card right next to it. It's like I'm always transforming what I'm doing on this channel, because it just makes it fun for me, right? If this wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. So I'm always like kind of coming up with, you see it. I'm always experimenting. I'm always trying new things because that's what I enjoy doing. And, again, that it keeps it much more interesting. And so I'm always working to do that, right? Because I want to do this. So that's like your first option. Your other option is to, leave those things behind. Because again, there might be some, self-sacrifice things that you're doing that really shouldn't be part of your story anymore. And, that's what I would be cutting out with the Ace of Swords is those things that you just don't want to do, and those self-sacrifice things that you do. So, it's pretty simple, and start living the story that you want. But let's see what's going on here, Pisces. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Six of Wands. Yes, I love this combination. Ten of Wands and Six of Wands, when they come up together, obviously, it really says to me that you're going to see that it was worth it. So all the hard work is worth it. And this really kind of confirms the message with the Six of Wands. It's a victory, a success. He's coming back from a long battle, and he is being celebrated. So again, I just feel that you're seeing in the very near future, because it's coming up in your first row, that you could be seeing all the hard work is worth it. With the Two of Cups, you have the Sun card. Yeah, really good. If you're attracting love, this could be a Leo. But Two of Cups and the Sun both can represent Leo. So it could be a Leo that's coming in, or a person with Leo in their chart. I don't know. You've had Leo with me before, Pisces. And, it's really funny. I know a lot of Pisces-Leo couples. Like, some people might say Pisces and Leo doesn't work, but I don't know. I know a bunch that have been, I know some that have been married for a long time. So, it's definitely like one of those things where I think it can work. And again, it doesn't have to be a Leo. It could just be a person with Leo on their chart or something. But I feel there's a lot more happiness coming in for you. You're not going to be happy again if you're doing those self-sacrifice things, or if you're working on something. Maybe a better way to put it is, if you're working on something because you think you have to, like you think there's some sort of requirement that's making you. Those are the things that are going to steal your happiness, and just intuitively, those are the things I would be careful of. With the Ace of Swords, you can't make it up. You have the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I think if you whip out a calculator and you really do the calculus, I never did calculus. I'd never even passed Algebra 1 in my life, so I don't even know how you do that. But what I would say here is that with the Eight of Cups, that I think if you look at the activities that you do all day, it's like some activities are worth it and some aren't. And I know that's very basic, but I would just add up the things that are worth it and keep doing those things, and get rid of the things that steal your energy, the people, the places, and the things, really. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Metamorphosis card. Can't make that up. The 3 5s is like a metamorphosis, a big change. You have this, your inner self is being renewed day by day, so new and better ways can come forth. You have this Dolphin Spirit, says, stop taking life so seriously and splash some joy in your everyday life. Yes, I definitely feel we need to be more playful at this time. And, this goes for everyone. The energy is too serious. Everything is too serious. When things are too serious, I think we need to be more playful. The Metamorphosis card has the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and the butterfly on it. It's kind of funny because, the caterpillar turns into caterpillar soup in the chrysalis before it becomes a butterfly. And, that 10 of Wands energy with the 6 Wands is definitely like going from caterpillar soup, where it's like you're stuck in the soup, you're stuck doing all this work and carrying these burdens, and then you're turning into a butterfly. So again, it's kind of like another symbol that is telling me that it's all going to be, or you're about to see that it's all worth it, right? You have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Temperance card. I feel a much better month for money. I mean, for you Pisces, like May is really a good month for money, starting in May. So the first half of the year might be, I know that's not really half, but, basically, until May, the first 4 months are maybe still going to be kind of the same financially, or I feel that there will be plenty of opportunities for you to create improvements, of course, and I would, any opportunities that come your way, I would take advantage of it. I just think that the noticeable change in your finances will happen probably in May or somewhere around there, where you notice that the opportunities or better, or maybe you start making more money during that time. But I would do the work now, right? We have Saturn really rewards us for work that we do, and our financial responsibility and things like that. The thing with Saturn is we usually don't get the rewards till later. So I would kind of work on things financially. All the work you're doing is going to pay off. 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands. I feel like that's what you need to realize. You have the King of Cups. I just feel like this is you. King of Cups could be you, sitting in a really good position. Again, I would trust your feelings, good and bad, like me with the planes. Again, I really can't explain it, but the other day I just felt it, and then that day was, the first plane crash. There will be more. So I would be very careful with this energy, and I would pay attention to those gut instincts and those gut feelings. I really feel it's going to be important for you, for, like I said, for good things as well. There could be something that, like an opportunity that comes your way. You feel good about it, do it, because it's probably your emotions or your your emotional connection to your intuition, or whatever you want to call it, that is guiding you towards something really great. You have the Temperance card. Again, we see a ton of transformative energy in this reading, so you could be undergoing a major transformation. One thing that's popping into my head is that we have the Queen and King of Pentacles here. I just get, like, I would make sure that you're not playing it too safe with those two cards. They're not bad, right? They're good cards. They can represent building wealth and things like that. But, again, I'm not saying, like, put yourself in danger. But what I am saying is that, this is, like, take those risks that, put you out there. Those are the types of risks that we're talking about. Don't get on planes, like I said. The type of risk we're talking about with that King of Pentacles is like trying something new in your business. Or, I always say with Pluto and Aquarius, one of the best risks we can take is the risk of being wrong. The risk of saying something on YouTube and people making fun of us. Like, we feel like it's a risk, but then if we do it, that's where the success will come from. So, those are the types of risks I'd be taking. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. I would be exploring new ideas financially at this time. Again, things might not take off right away, but the foundation you build right now is really going to benefit you come May. And May will be here before you know it. We're already in February. And we're already in the second month of the new year, which I cannot believe. So, again, May will be here before you know it. I think that, work with the King and Queen of Pentacles, working on things that are foundational to success are going to be very good for you. We're talking about like developing good money habits. If you're building a new business, those foundational things that you have to do to like get it in place, doing that is going to be very beneficial. And I definitely feel that. We see a lot of leadership energy, these two cards, Six of Wands, Two of Wands, we're starting to see more energy of you like taking the lead, which is good. With the King of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is independence, and I feel a lot of you are very independent. I think Pisces is very independent. It's funny to hear, I hear other people all the time say how needy Pisces is, and I'm actually like, I don't think that's really true. I know a lot of Pisces, and I feel a lot of Pisces are actually very independent and perfectly capable of taking care of themselves. Nine of Pentacles is gratitude and luxuries, so I would be focusing on gratitude as well if you are wanting to improve your finances. With the Temperance card, you have the King of Wands. All these kings showing up here, could be like, if we get the other king, the King of Swords, that will be like an emperor, like you attracting a divine counterpart. But I kind of feel like these kings are you, in a lot of ways. This reading is saying that you are maybe bossing up, and maybe you're embracing all three so far energies of the kings. And this would be very good. Like I said, very good leadership energy here. So anything you can take the lead on, I would. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Focus card and this Courage card. That didn't work. The Focus card, it's like we have this snow leopard, and it's snowing on the card. What's popping into my head for you here, Pisces, is that, I think you have a good idea of your future, but, the snow on the card, I feel, is kind of like little bits of information that are clouding your vision, right? People telling you can't do things. And if we look at the Five of Pentacles, for example, it even looks like it's snowing, on the card. And it's just popping into my head that, the Five of Pentacles is coming up in the good stuff, but Five of Pentacles can represent calling attention to your weaknesses, needing to focus on your strengths. You have this Courage card. Like, literally, the solution to the Five of Pentacles might be courage, like having the courage to move forward no matter what, and needing to kind of like focus in on what you want to accomplish, and needing to remove the noise, like all the reasons you can't do something. It's like that snow I feel there, and also the Five of Pentacles could be like people, places, and things that are telling you can't do something. It could be your old story that's telling you can't do something, and I feel you have to have the courage to go for it anyway. You have the Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. The Four of Wands is a card of marriage. If you are meeting a person, I feel like you're meeting something like this. It feels very steady to me, much more stable. Maybe you're used to chaos in connections, and this might not be a very chaotic connection. Now, that might be a problem because sometimes we get addicted to the drama, right? And we think, I think sometimes we think if someone is too stable that it's that there isn't any desire. And I always say my problem with the King and Queen of Pentacles is it's good, but it's missing the spiciness. It's missing, maybe the excitement. Now we do have the King of Wands, so we'll have to see what else comes up. And I still feel this would be good for me, for you, and for me. Why not? Sure, I'll take it. Why not? I think it would be good for you, but I would be careful of thinking that because there isn't any chaos, it's not good, right? The Four Wands is also a card of commitment. I feel you need to clearly commit to your vision. I mean, we have the Storyteller card, the Focus card, the Sun, the Two of Wands. It's like there's something new that you need to focus on. Even the Ace of Swords is a card of great focus. You have the King of Pentacles, really good money cards here. So again, like I said, I'm not saying that there won't be financial improvements between now and May. I think May is when you notice the financial improvements, but things could be improving right now. So I would pay attention to that. King of Pentacles has all these grapes on his cloak here, and the grapes in the tarot represent having a skill that is difficult for most people, but is easy for you. So if you have any skills that you can use to improve your finances, I would be focusing on those skills. You have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can say someone has their eye on you. I kind of do feel like for those of you that want love, there could be a person who has their eye on you. I feel like you have no idea. You're probably clueless, like most Pisces, right? I feel like Pisces is always clueless as to when someone is interested. So there you go. But I feel there is a person. I also feel that you need to dig into your curiosity with that card. With the Four Wands, you have the Six of Swords. Again, moving on to calmer shores. It's funny because, again, they're coming from chaos, right? They're coming from a place of choppy waters, and they are going to calmer shores. So, again, I feel like if you are attracting love, this is something that's much more stable, secure. I wouldn't, maybe your first gut instinct is, I think you need to trust your gut instincts, like I said. But, again, maybe you're feeling like this person doesn't cause enough drama, or this person doesn't, isn't exciting, but really I feel like they are, but just in a different way. And so I would pay attention to that. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. A lot of love, if there is love, if this is love for you, and which I feel it is. So, this could be a very loving connection that's coming in for you. Looks really good. I also feel that you definitely need to follow your heart and your emotions, like we said, with the King of Cups. The Ace of Cups is like your heart, so I would listen to what your heart is telling you to do. With the Page of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands. I would definitely keep your boundaries up with past people as well. This could be a past person that has their eye on you. Maybe they're trying to change things with the Temperance card here, or they're trying to, they could be saying that they have changed or that they have transformed or something like that. But I don't know, they're showing up as immature with the Page of Swords, and, also sneaky as well. So I would kind of put your boundaries up. And, I know I've said it to you before, but North Node in your sign, Venus will be retrograding into your sign. Technically we're in the shadow, so I would just be careful. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this niche card. It says, with your unique experience and fresh perspectives, you would do very well specializing in a niche. Yes, King of Pentacles with the grapes. Again, I think you have a skill that is a specialty, and you need to use it because it'll help you. You have the self-care card. It says, if you want to live a life like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty. Start telling that story with the Storyteller card, that you deserve better, or you deserve the best. And if you tell that story, then you will be much more successful. You have these 3 5s here. Again, 555 is a transformation number. Five of Pentacles in the good stuff would say you are coming out of the cold. And I definitely feel like finances have been more frustrating than anything. Not even if they, sometimes I think finances can be fine. We're able to support ourselves, we're able to pay our bills, but maybe we want more, or we're kind of still stressing out about it a little bit, because we're maybe we're just scraping by, or maybe not, but we just want more. We want to have experiences. It's kind of like what's popping into my head is there's that I can't remember who it is in Greek mythology or whatever, where it's the guy, he's being tortured, he's in water up to his neck, right? And there's an apple or something hanging over his head, and he's always hungry and always thirsty, but when he goes to dip his head into the water moves away. When he goes to eat the apple moves away. It's that's how I feel for you financially, almost. That's how things have been. It's you're always close, but then it moves away. And I feel like that is coming to an end, which is great, because that sounds like torture. You have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords would represent taking risks in the good stuff. So again, I feel bigger risks would be a good idea. Now, we're not talking about dangerous risk here. Like I said, we're talking more about the risk of putting yourself out there. We're talking about taking the risk of saying something at work and speaking up and getting attention. Those types of risks. You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can represent conflict and competition, but in the area of the good stuff, Five of Wands wants us to look at what we have learned. The Five of Wands, these people are training with sticks. They're not using swords to fight, and so they are learning how to fight. You have the Six of Wands as one of your first cards. The Six of Wands is coming back from war, and he is victorious. So again, you have learned how to battle. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Whenever I get something like this, to me, this says that you are attracting a person who has been through something very similar to you. So you might notice that you're meeting a person who has like a very similar love story to you, or a person who has been through like similar love challenges to you. So there you go. With the Five of Swords, what do you know? You have the High Priestess and the Three of Cups. The High Priestess is you, trusting your intuition. The Three of Cups is other people. So again, there is definitely, I really feel the risk here is the risk of putting yourself out there. Like I already said, this is your community. This is you. You taking the lead could be the risk as well. It's like maybe you want to take the lead on a project or a business idea or whatever. And that's the risk I would take here. With the Five of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords, again, the whole entire row kind of looks like you getting unstuck, or you kind of like setting yourself free, right? And so I think that would be a good thing for you. You have this basket card that says recognition, reward for merit. You've been waiting for this for a long time with the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is recognition, so definitely getting recognition for your hard work. You have this door card that says opportunities are waiting for you. Yeah, the door, to open the door, you have to let go of those little things we were talking about with the Ace of Swords, like mostly in the first row. I was talking about like those obligations that you think are obligations but maybe aren't. I feel that those things could be holding you back from, opportunity. You have this card that's going to contradict everything I said. It says be careful, do not take risks. Again, I feel the reading is saying don't take, dangerous risk. But you can take the risks that aren't going to hurt you, right? And, that's really what this should say. You have this bird perch card. It says, waiting for news, package, or letter. I feel like this is saying, like, don't wait for approval is what I'm getting, because it's not coming. If you're waiting for someone to say to you, you know what, Pisces, you're really good at this skill. You should, start a consulting company, or you should go start this business or do this thing. It's like no one's going to do that. So I feel like you have to do it on your own, and that's what I would do here. You have this August card and this key card. You have two keys right here. So we have these two keys, and then we have this key right here, which says successful outcome to your problems. Self-care, it was one of them, and niche was one of them as well. So the more you take care of yourself, the better. 9 of Pentacles, she is kind of pre-Empress energy. She really nurtures herself. And then the niche card we were talking about in the King of Pentacles, using a skill. So I think those things will add up to the most success. But this looks really good, Pisces. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.